Welcome back to your Daily Fascia Stretch with Devi Daily Yoga, and welcome back to our series of 15-minute routines based on research that says we can optimize our flexibility by stretching each one of our major groups of muscle, fascia, and connective tissue for 5 minutes a week. That comes to 43 seconds a day. We will start this one lying down on the back. We'll come onto the back with the legs wide and the knees bent. Spread your arms out wide and let both knees come to the right as you turn your head to the left. And come up and over to the other side. Beginning our sequence today with a bit of movement to warm up the joints, warm up our fascia, warm up our spine and hips. Inhaling and exhaling with the rhythm that feels comfortable to you to get settled and to calm your system. Bring your legs back up to center and come into spinal twist, taking both knees up and over to the right. Now you can keep your knees stacked, or you could cross your left knee over your right, whatever feels better for stretching your spine, for twisting your spine. Go ahead and turn your head away from your knees, and optionally you can take this right hand down on the legs to help draw them over. Deep breaths in and out. Inhale. And exhale, bringing it up to center and right into figure 4, where your left ankle comes over your right knee and you can clasp your hands around your right shin or behind your right thigh. Stretching into the outer left hip, our target area. You'll feel it right in the left buttock as you draw your right leg in a little bit closer. And breathe. Steady, even breaths. Releasing figure 4 and coming into the twist on the second side. Again, the knees can be stacked or crossed. Resting here and breathing here as your body releases tension and stiffness. Slowly untwist and come into figure 4 with your right ankle over your left knee and draw the left leg in toward you. This time our target area is the right outer hip. Inhale. And with your exhale, release and roll to one side to come up right into a tadpole pose, stretching our inner thighs here with these wide knees, feet together, or if you want more intensity, you can take it into a frog with your feet apart. That's your choice as you settle your hips down, noticing how the body relaxes with time. The fascia slowly unwinding. Slowly come up and make your way into a lunge with your right leg forward. And here you have the option to do a straight lunge with hands on the floor or bend the back leg to get an extra stretch into the quads on your left thigh. So the target area is the front of the left hip and the front of the left thigh, whichever version you're doing. Breathing in and out. Slowly release and take a big step forward for dangle pose at the top of your mat, hanging over your legs with your feet hips width apart. Hold opposite elbows and allow your knees to soften as much as feels good so that you can release tension throughout the back of your body. Release and step your right leg back into the lunge on the other side. Option to keep the leg down or to bend the back foot, reaching left hand to right foot. Slowly release and come into puppy pose, taking the knees toward the back of the mat and the hands and arms out in front of you. Soften down through the chest and feel the stretch in your upper back, your shoulders, and your neck. And now we're going to thread the left arm under the right to come into thread the needle or this rolling panda pose from the yin tradition, where we take this right leg out like a kickstand and then get a nice stretch in the middle back and the upper back, targeting the trapezius and this diamond of fascia that collects between the shoulder blades. Now I like to keep the right hand on the floor above the head and get a little bit of subtle movement here, rolling through the fascia sensations of the middle and upper back. Slowly untwist and move right into this on the other side. with your left leg coming out like a kickstand. And as you feel into this, you might sense the diagonal stretch from the back of your right shoulder all the way down to your left hip. Focusing on this collection of fascia at the middle upper spine. Slowly unwind and come into your choice of a back bend, which will be either Sphinx or saddle. For Sphinx, come onto the elbows, and for saddle, sit down between your feet and rest back on your hands or onto your elbows or onto the floor. Wherever you are, you're stretching into your lower back, your sacrum, and lengthening the front of the pelvis, especially the hip flexor region and the psoas. And breathe into what you feel. Carefully come out of whichever pose you're in and make your way to a seated position for half shoelace with your right leg forward and your left knee on top of your right knee. Coming forward over the leg to stretch into the back of your right thigh, deep into the hamstrings group. And you'll feel this fascia stretch continuing beyond the hamstrings, maybe through the back of your knee and up over the back of your hip and into the low back. Slowly release and change sides. With your right knee coming on top of your left, and drape your body forward over the legs, targeting the back of the left thigh now. Slowly come up and make your way to a cross-legged seated position for our final neck stretch. Sit up tall and drop your head toward your right. Take your right arm up and over to the opposite side of your head and reach out through your left fingers, feeling this space between your left shoulder and your left ear. Might feel good to move your hand in some circles, do some wrist circles. Open and close the fingers to feel a little more deeply into the shoulder. Good. Slowly bring your head back up to center and take it over to the other side. Bringing your left arm up and over, reaching out through the right hand and bringing any movement into the right hand and arm that feels good. And slowly release, coming back up to the center. Take a breath in at the center. And a big exhale. And circle your arms around and up over your head. Bring the palms together and pull them right down into a prayer. And that is our daily fascia stretch today. Thanks for taking care of your body today, and thank you for practicing with Devi Daily Yoga. I look forward to seeing you the next time we're on the mat together. Namaste.